Alright, so now we're going to go over the different parts of Gapminder. So what we have here is a graph. On the bottom is income per person, and on the left is life expectancy. So right now we have it as most current data in 2013. But when I click play, you'll see that we start back in the early 1800s, and what we use is all of the available data. So the size of the circle represents the population of the country, and the color of the circle represents the area of the world from which it is. On the right-hand side of the screen, you can see the different regions. And now we're starting to get in the early 1900s. That bump you just saw was actually World War I and the Spanish flu epidemic. And so now we're getting in the 1950s, and all of the countries are starting to catch up. The wealth and health is already increasing. Every country in the world is seeing improvements compared to where they were in the past. And now we're catching up to the present. So what this shows is a real live interaction with the different um, statistical information in a visualization that's very easy to conceptualize. So this is an incredibly useful tool for really visualizing. And if you see the life expectancy and the income per person can actually change to different variables that you can look at. Some are more interesting than others. Some don't really have much to do with one another. And then you can also click on which countries you would specifically like to analyze. And then if you go over the country, it will show you which dot each one represents, which is fairly useful. So essentially, that is the basics of Gapminder.